dangerous. Only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit, you think I'm playing. Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother miss, you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the mission, shit that we ain't do, we spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide, think she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch a op so I can test the bitch.
Hey everybody, hey everybody, hey everybody. What's up? Haters or no haters, how y'all doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Happy Easter to all of you loved ones and non-loved ones. Shout out to y'all. You know, we got to get this party started right. What's up, Judge? What's up, Hope? So we'll just get some doobage out. We'll roll up and get this going, man. I hope you guys are having a good Easter. I wasn't going to stream today, but I said, you know, hell with it. Happy Easter, Aggressive Gang. Happy Easter to you, Medicated Wookie. Thank you for being a mod for so long, bro. We got a lot to talk about today. Man, were we first on the news yesterday or what, y'all? Like, was we first on the Wack 100 crash out thing or what? And then today, all you hear, look what Wack did on academics. Look what I'm like. Damn, y'all are late than a motherfucking. Y'all are late or what? I don't know. What's up, Hope? Tell you what, though, we're going to talk about you again today, Wack. We're going to talk about you again today, Wack. Because there is some things to talk about, Wacky. Let's say we bring it in, man.
But to be fair, then you started kind of going hard at Nipsey. You said that there's a gay sex tape and shit like that.
He did not die an A-list artist. Let's be real. Y'all talking about he was a legend. If he was a legend, why y'all didn't treat him like that while he was here?
What do you think about Wack and the stuff that he said about Nip in terms of the alleged tape and everything?
You notice that the first baby mama who's starring in these tapes has never one time said Wack 100 is lying.
Because he never one time said that he is lying or isn't lying. That's just word schematics. What's up, Kevin? That's just word schematics, sir. They never once said I was lying because they don't want to be in the fucking business, man. Just because somebody don't want to be in the middle of it. Thank you, Kevin Jones. Happy Easter, bro. Shout out to Kev, man, dropping that $4.99 on Easter and 420. Salute to KJ, baby. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
I can feel about it out of champ. Nigga want beef, I turn him to a cow. I make my hitter bring them choppers out. I'm in the city, who they talk about? I don't need a vouch. Oh, they mad now.
Oh, they mad now. Oh, they mad now. Right on, Kev.
He was talking about a tape that he's seen before.
I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey
Salute,
got
Kev.
shit on him, bro.
Appreciate the happy Easter drop, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck baby mama with him. His baby mama.
That's all y'all getting. I ain't got y'all didn't hit them lights. Did y'all not hear what he just said?
You had all this about Nipsey and ain't nothing come out, y'all. Nothing.
I'm back with another video. The drama surrounding Wack 100 and his online presence is absolutely insane. With the amount of outlandish claims that have come out of Wack's mouth, I'm surprised that he hasn't been knocked off yet. In 2022, Wack once again found himself at the center of controversy. On Tuesday, April the 19th of
What's
that
up,
very
D-Vertical?
same year,
Happy
Hassan Campbell
Easter,
played
bro.
a
Happy
recording
420.
of Wack 100
All that.
discussing a sex tape allegedly involving the late Nipsey Hussle, another man, and the mother of Nip's child. In the
See,
recording,
here's
Wack
what he did
talked
with
about
Hassan Campbell. With Hassan Campbell, Wack 100 just put it into his ear. Oh, there's sex tapes out there. There's sex tapes out there on Nip. He's gay. Man, who believed Nip was gay? Not one motherfucking person, bro. Not one fucking person. Got Hassan Campbell to do it. Then he gets Loose Cannon up on No Jumper.
how Nipsey was having sex with another man, all while claiming he was saving Nip's career. After the clip was reposted to the Neighborhood Talks Instagram account, comments poured in bashing Wack 100 over the allegations. However, this would not be the first time that Wack 100 has sparked
right now. What's up, Lex?
Nipsey Hussle fans. In December of 2019,
Look
just
to the
9
real
months
ones,
after
man.
Nipsey was fatally
God
shot
damn it.
outside
I
of his
like it.
Marathon clothing store in South Central Los Angeles, when questioned by TMZ outside of the gang's 40th birthday party, Wack would state that Nipsey Hussle isn't a legend. It's a known fact that Wack 100 has said a lot of shit over the years. This, however, was a very dangerous game that he was playing, so much so that Reggie White will speak on it on the Bomb First YouTube channel.
But I do know, and I do see that this information that he's putting out and getting involving him and inserting himself into, it's real dangerous. It's not going to end well, y'all.
What's up, Spidey?
And it's unfortunate.
Happy
I hope
Easter
so, 'cause
to
I know
all the people in the
I
chat.
got a lot of love for
You
Wack.
and your families, except for you haters.
So I hope that
You can eat a fat
eventually
dick.
work itself out and this shit goes away. And he moves on to another topic. Maybe
For
Reggie.
those that don't know, Reggie, what is the information that he is putting out? Just really briefly, for people that don't follow this stuff and don't know, what is it that exactly that he's putting out that's dangerous, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, he got people supposed to be coming out on February the 14th. So I know that date hadn't came yet.
Nope. That day came and went, didn't it? What's up, Sonny? That day came and went. Happy Easter to you, too.
He's got this guy that's a crip from the 60 area. They're supposed to be putting out a tape
Loose Cannon
of Nipsey doing sexual acts with another man and a female.
These claims by Wack 100 would set the internet on fire. It was no surprise at all that Cowboy, while on the No Jumper podcast, would slam the allegation.
You can say as much or as little about this topic as you want, but there's been a lot of clubhouse chitter chatter, let's call it, over the course of the past couple of months. A lot of disrespectful theories thrown out about Nip, etc. How do you feel when you see a lot of that stuff going on?
in particular, I'm not sure what topic you really talking about. I'm not real big in and out here, little bits and pieces.
Some of it feels so disrespectful that I wouldn't even really want to necessarily be specific.
Yeah, like I said, I don't entertain if you got a specific person in mind or whatever. My thing is, if you got something bad to say about Nip, that's like speaking bad on Martin Luther King, or you speaking bad on a positive person. So I've been hearing rumors, they talking about tapes or whatever, that shit. If you got the tape, produce the tape.
If you got the tape, produce the tape. You don't have no tape. You sent the fake cease and desist into No Jumper. Now Adam 22's up there like, oh, they wanted that cease and desist. Oh, they wanted that cease and desist. There was no fucking cease and desist. They're all lying to you because they're all working. Adam's a fed. Wack's a fed. All of them, bro. I believe all of them are feds. I ain't taking shit Wack say serious. Not a one of it. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why my shit running so fucking slow. All right, here we go.
Lay something off real quick, and I'm gonna be fair, square, obvious, and honest. But Wack letting off that shit.
Jesus Christ, man. What's up, Cuddy?
This is the first Rico case that they've ever mentioned podcast this much. I think podcasts should probably take note.
I think so too.
We're different people. My homies wouldn't be in my backyard either.
So how you just heard that, how you just heard that audio, you just heard Wack just go ahead and lay something off real quick. And I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. But Wack letting off that shot right there, he should have just went harder, because watch how Wack goes down a rabbit hole with academics. Still stay on his pivot, but it get a little interesting. Watch this.
I'm telling you, I don't edit.
Ain't it funny? We covered this yesterday. Woo! AD is on it, boys. AD is on it, girls. AD is on it, ladies and gentlemen.
Upload. And I'm not telling a grown man a motherfucking thing.
So wait, Wack. So you still, like, after watching all of this with his Big U Rico, you was still.
I'm not telling a grown man.
I'm not saying you telling them. I'm talking about your actions. You would still be on either Clubhouse or anything else discussing people current street situations, knowing that just got wrapped up and their words have been used against them.
So the only thing we discuss is what's on the work. Because on the work, we running it.
Wack, you were discussing Brick Baby not going to court, and there was no work that existed that time. So you're discussing his current street situation.
Again. Wait. Say that again.
There was no paperwork that existed, but you were discussing.
That's why we discussed it. How you ain't got a court date and no bail information. Now,
hold on. Wait. But Wack, why is that online content?
No.
Why is that online content?
That's what we want it to be.
Oh, you hear that? That's what we want it to be. So that's what it's going to be. But yet, when people come to you with things and say, hey, appreciate you, hip hop, it's not right. People come to you and say, Wack, you being a fed. No, I'm not, because I do it like this. No, I'm not. And then somebody says, all this, all that. You're like, oh, yeah, it's because we want it to be. Yeah, to academics and Trap Lord Ross.
What are you talking about, you pole?
That right there, academics had him on the ropes, hitting him with that 1-2. The thing that Wack did where he just went left
Deflected.
here, I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. Where he went left here was he decided to flip it on academics. Instead,
that's not called flipping or going left. That's called deflection. That's
what Wack should have done was say, bro, this politicking, this what it is. When you go to jail, right? When you go to the pen, really, when you go to the pen, you have to show your paperwork. That's how it's done, because they don't want certain individuals in a cell. First one being, and it's worse than worse, first one being is an actual snitch. You don't want no snitching there, because Y'all might
What
mess
up,
around
Shot?
and pass out a knife. Y'all might got a cell phone in here. Y'all might be hitting the guard. You don't want somebody to run their mouth, because if he'll run his mouth to the police when he crack under pressure, he'll run his mouth when he playful and trying to impress somebody or trying to get special privileges. So Wack go far left. I disagree with what he just did here, because you gonna mess around and make academics go up 2-0.
Yep.
Watch this.
Why did you take off fucking shooting, sit here like the fucking DEA, still frame it, circle?
I'll tell you why academics can do that. The same way I can, the same way Shots could if he wanted, the same way Dog could, the same way anyone could just get up here and find out who murdered somebody just by using video. Because we're not gang members, Pyru. On Pyru. You working with the feds, Wack. You're working with them. You might not be a fed yourself, but you're definitely working with them, and you are on the payroll.
Break down who had on what color what, who had on what shoes.
I got the best answer. Keep going.
Shut your
Hold on.
ass up.
Wait.
See?
Whack.
Always deflecting the fight. You got a good mouth game on you, Wack. It's just mouth. It's just bullying. It's just an old schoolyard. Knock this chip off my shoulder. I dare you. Oh, fuck. You didn't have that smoke for Hassan Campbell. You didn't have that smoke for Hassan Campbell until after the show.
Now it's up.
No.
With the other side of the trenches.
Hold on.
It's up
Wack.
and we stuck.
Wait.
No,
I did.
academics
No,
scared,
I said
motherfucker.
I'm solving this. Wack. I literally said I'm solving a murder alive. Everybody else is doing it and acting like they're keeping it straight. Hold on. As long as everybody say what I did with the takeoff was police, I'm a civilian. What y'all are doing is police. We all do police. If we admit it, let's go. We all hold hands and do police shit.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Act up 3-0, because technically, yeah, what he's saying is what's going on is police, but that's 3-0 in that argument because it's not true. And I haven't seen it, and anybody can correct me if we're wrong, where basically Wack was actively solving an ongoing murder while the police never put out anything, any statements or anything. See, you can speculate off of anything once the police put it out. Some of you cats think because somebody says something where it's already out that that's police, but the police didn't.
What about the fucking paperwork with BG? What about him calling BG a rat? What about that? Well, I mean, there's new. We're gonna go through it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll go all through the list of names that you've done been checked about, Wack.
All the time in barbershops. You don't sit there and be like, bro, one of y'all wearing a wire. This happens on a day-to-day. Homies get together and discuss this on a day-to-day. So he's 3-0 on Wack because what Wack is not doing is keeping it to his strong points. He basically lost it right there with that whole entire argument. But I'm going to give it a 2.5, not a whole 3-0. And the reason why I can't give it a whole 3-0 is because literally, Ack, you should have sat on that in your back pocket a little bit more. You do that one, you say that's case one. They come with case 2 and case 3. Once you get that, then that's how you win the argument. Not off the first one, because all academics should have said was, I'm a civilian.
Yeah. Same
That's
thing
it.
I'm going to say.
One
What's up,
worded
man?
answer so that you don't have to reveal your whole entire play. So now,
I'm a civilian.
The more you talk, the more it teaches me how to maneuver and how to operate. And if I show you my pivot, I can show you my dance moves. So listen to how Wack decides to counteract and do something else. This gets real interesting.
Come to you. If we got to work, or we know you working, we're going, listen, if I wasn't telling that nigga, you got caught, bitch.
I do on here all the time. I solve crimes.
Yeah, we buy it. Okay.
Hold on. As long as you say that the hunter side does it too. We all do police
We
shit.
will continue to read and run paperwork. I don't give a fuck what it's about.
Okay. So, and by the way, everybody knows you fucking with Ack is liable to do some post Will you say the same or no?
What you mean? I'm just correcting you because you talking about what we doing. We don't do what you do.
I'm going to take away that 0.5 on this one from academics. Give them 2-0 on Wack. And the reason why I'm doing this, because I'm pretty sure Wack going to see this, respond to it, react to it or whatever at Clubhouse or hit me up and be like, what are you talking about? Bro, I got him. I whooped him. Nah, Wack. I'm going to tell you why. But let me get you to academics' point. Ack, you should have never tried to get him to capitulate. You should have just put the label on him. Bro, you don't sit here and say, yeah, we over here doing police stuff, and you would agree that some of the stuff you do is police too, right?
Motherfucker, he police.
That right there. No, because he's never going to say that. I wouldn't care what you do, bro. There's no way, even if he wanted to agree, let's just say that that's what
he can't agree. He can't say, yeah, we're doing police shit, because then that shows he's police. Come on, man. Deep cover, training day. There are literally movies out here that show us how this happens. Ever since Wack 100 has been around, gang members have been taken down, and only gang members that are around him. Think about it. All the way back before Suge Knight. Think about it. All the way back.
But it was, and he wanted to agree. He can agree. Because everybody else already called him police and everything like that, including you. Those subtle innuendos that you sitting up here throwing and little jabs and stuff. No. What you should have did was not say
Big U sons are homosexual. So?
And then you too. You should have said, what we do over here is police stuff, and you do police stuff too. With here, and here. It looks just like this. Do not sit here and give him the chance to decline. That's why I take the point away. Some of y'all may be like, dang, bro, you're right. Dang, you're right. Yeah, because you don't do that. There's no way to argue that. Because one thing Wack can do is argue you down. As you're going to see right here, this is going to be a little longer clip, so I'm going to let this one ride out, and then we'll get straight into it. Because I didn't know that y'all want this stuff. Bro, I'm looking at recommendations for videos. This one right here is crazy. Any content creator, operate with the reactions to the stuff that YouTube has suggested for you to react to. Please make sure it's a day ago, not 2 days ago. Let's go.
Damn, I'm good. When we react to this? Hold on, when was this released? 1 hour ago. This was released 1 hour ago. When did we react to this? 24 hours ago. Let's go, baby.
You doing some police. You talking about that don't nobody know about. The police don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking go.
Their first lead. If the police is first
you think I'm bullshitting? Run it back 24 hours ago.
Solve the crime, right? Or any type of like that. Yeah, then you're doing police.
By your definition, what I did with Takeoff is not the police, because
no, they didn't. No. Your information is not included in their investigation. But when you was freezing and stalling and this got this shirt on, that rules him out and this out, there's no doubt in my mind that they watched it. I don't think they were going to put it in their report because it would have took away from their expert.
No doubt in my mind they're watching him. Then there's no doubt in my mind that they're watching you. There you have it. No doubt in my mind they're watching him. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that they're watching you, Wack.
No.
Not one.
Hey, Wack, hold on.
Shout out Steady Nash, man, with the fire content.
So I'm telling people, that stream, I was trying to solve the murder, and I would do it again. And if any of my favorite rappers get hurt or die, I'm solving the murder live. It's
you
fun.
goddamn right.
Give me a badge. I don't care. There's no expectation.
I love seeing the goddamn golf shit.
Because
you know that.
Everybody went for golf, boy.
You don't think you putting it online? Remember you said like it wasn't public content because it was only private call at that point. You putting it online.
Yeah, but we didn't, bro. You got to remember, bro. The same call we got when they told 600.
When you released the call or even defending Jay Prince? Were you defending Jay Prince or you were trolling him? Because you released that a federal agent called you about Jay Prince.
They definitely called me. That look, you know what that call let me know, bro?
What?
Either him or somebody close to him or somebody in his camp been on that phone talking hot. That's the only reason why somebody had to,
You know what? The only phone I
make
believe
some type of threat or
is yours,
something
Whack.
for them to call
So
me.
everybody around you's phone's hot.
Wait, they call you from a number or it was like no caller ID?
No, it's a number. You know, I answer all my calls. Man, I don't give. People tell you Whack answer, right? So either I could have hung up and then that man went, he's that scared and they still investigate him, right? For whatever they heard about me on their phones, right? Or I had the conversation and let them know that's bullshit. Me and dude ain't got no issues. Now they have.
So you try to help him out, really?
There you go.
And James Prince Sr.
I mean, I wouldn't have no information other than just leave helping with a Larry Hoover project.
Okay, yes, sir. Well, that's what I'm kind of wanting to talk to you about.
Fake phone call.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with working on a Larry Hoover project?
No, sir. No, nothing's wrong whatsoever with it. I'm glad someone is advocating for him. That wasn't the issue. I was just
fake phone call.
Information has been provided that you
fake
had
phone call, bro.
disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him?
I mean, I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay. So,
but you weren't up here like talking mad shit to him. You were like, "Come, huh? I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince, huh?"
I mean, a disagreement is a disagreement. I don't know how that factors in the FBI.
Well, I think Mr. Jones, on the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one, and all of that would be where.
I've heard the feds want Big U. That's crazy. They're doing all the shit. You know what's so funny? No, not Big U, not Big U. I mean Jay Prince. Yeah, Jay Prince has this thing. Jay Prince has this thing he called courtesy call. It looked like the feds gave you a courtesy call about him. That's hilarious.
I don't know nothing about no feds wanting Jay Prince. I don't know nothing about that.
I could say 6ix9ine.
I don't know nothing about
that. No, I'm not saying. I'll give you the information now. 6ix9ine told me in the 11th hour when he said it was a whole day of snitching. They asked him every question in the book, and it's after a while they left, and there was a new set of feds that came in and said, "What do you know about Jay Prince?" Because they knew he had issues with him. He said he really didn't have much to say because he never knew them, but they wanted information, and that let him know they were looking into Jay Prince.
I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be real.
I think they're looking into all these rappers, and let me tell you why. Because they're all fucking off their money. They're all doing the wrong things with all their money. Think about it. Think about it. They're all putting dope back in the streets, fronting off the clothing lines. Hello, Sarah. Happy Easter and happy 420 day to you as well. Everybody blaze, bro. For real. I'm still appalled by how many grown men co-sign 6ix9ine. It's the position that he's going to put you in. These people don't give a fuck. Look who co-signs Wack 100. Look who co-signs fucking Adam 22 and No Jumper. It's because they want to be put into positions and they're willing to give up their honor. It's just what it is. Shout out to King AK-47 said he would never go on No Jumper. And he's already been asked. Why? I believe every one of these dudes are being watched. Every fucking one of them. All it takes is one of these rappers to start telling. And then it's just going to snowball. And then they're talking to everybody. And then the feds are in deep as soon as you do one wrong thing with your money and you got money, they'll be all down your neck. That's a fucking fact. All down your neck. The feds are not playing. Shout out to my girl, Phoenix Blaze. Happy Easter. I will replay when I get home. Shout out to you, Miss Lucky. I appreciate you, darling, for the motherfucking donation. If y'all feel like hitting the motherfucking Cash App, make them mad. Hit the Cash App, the Super Chat, the PayPal, the Venmo, the Chime. Fuck it. Become a member. That's what I would do. We're having a giveaway in a couple days. That's what we're doing. Shout out to the members, man. We are having a giveaway. Salute to y'all, man. Thank you, Lucky.
Right now, 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 right now.
All I know about Jay Prince.
I mean, you gotta know they're looking into it because they called you too.
I don't know nothing about that, bro. Stop playing with my.
No. I'm not saying you know nothing about it, but what I'm saying is, why? You're not listening.
Listen, they never told me. Hey, look, weirdo, you got the calls, not edited. They never told me what they heard. But I'm not stupid. In order for them to call me about him,
I'm not saying
that was a fake phone call, man.
Lines over there, right?
Fake phone call.
That's what I'm saying. If the feds call you about me, you'll be like, oh, the feds are looking into act.
Like that,
right?
All I know about Jay Prince is rap a lot.
No, you don't know nothing. I know.
Hold on, hold the up, bro. You brought him up, nigga, and I'm a clear.
Yeah, nah.
And what I didn't want to know is hang the phone up because that looks like what? Maybe he is scared. Right?
Yeah. That's
and I'm like,
why they like putting Jay Prince and everything?
We know each other.
Like, come on. What is this shit, bro?
Did he ever tell you thanks?
Well, you're giving us motherfucking content, so keep on talking, guys. Keep on giving us the content.
You sent the call to her?
That's a fact.
Oh,
I forgot all about that Fed call. It sounded so fucking fake. It was unreal.
Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna ask this question. And I'm not trying to get jammed up, but I'm just thinking out loud. You getting online and warning, or pretty much you essentially warn Big U.
I ain't warning shit.
Hold on. I'm not saying you were intentionally trying to warn
shit.
I'm not
Did
trying
you rape that girl at your house?
No. Wack, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
He's denying the question, period. He's spinning him.
Play with you, bro.
He's spinning him, bro.
You intentionally warned, but that's how some people
I didn't warn. I trolled it.
Okay. Let's go to the Big U thing, right? So if you're saying you sent a federal call to the niggas you're asking about, do you ever think about like they might be pissed at you to say, nigga, obstructing our investigation? What the fuck? You're telling the nigga
he won't be pissed.
What are you talking about? You sound dumb as fuck. No fed call me about Big U, dummy.
No, I'm talking about Jay Prince. I'm talking about Jay Prince. Like if they say you,
bro, what are you talking about? You sound dumb as fuck. They called and asked if I feel threatened. They called me.
But you say you sent it to him and you also put it out online. They might be like, yo, bro, what the fuck?
Right, I did. I didn't tell them to call me. This ain't no fuck, baby. Don't nobody know what else. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm only asking because maybe they're like, yo, you're obstructing our investigation when
because there was no investigation.
That's not obstructing because guess what? There was never a crime committed against me.
That's not it. There was never a crime. He said it.
That makes sense.
He said it. Why would the feds just call to talk to you about snitching stuff going on? Everybody calls each other snitches on here daily, bro. Get out of here.
Like, for example, if I know...
He's spinning the fuck out of Wack.
Listen to me. If a nigga called you, they called you tomorrow, hey, look, we called him, yeah, we know. We heard Wack 100 wants to rob you and that he extorted you and that he took your gold chain last month. And you gonna be like, that's some bullshit that happened. Right? That's not you jeopardizing nothing, mother. Telling the truth, it's a lie.
Hold on, let me ask. I'm asking your opinion on this. If
Jay Prince never ever,
he just keeps spinning Wack, bro. We will not answer any questions.
I heard that they were going to run a search warrant on my neighbor. Like, say somehow I got access to know that information, and I hit up my neighbor saying, "Yo, they're coming to kick your door in tomorrow. They're going to run a search warrant." If they know that I did that, that's obstruction of justice. That's the charge. You don't think so?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. They call
No, I'm asking you a question. So say
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I'm asking you a question. Like in theory, if
ain't them little niggas, I don't give a.
I'm talking about in theory.
What does that got to do with it?
I'm talking about in theory. I'm just talking
Stop
about
asking me.
That's police.
Police. All right.
That's I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do some shit.
I'll make up a different. And by the way, no.
But 600 can roll by the exact day that Big U's getting picked up and film. 600 can roll right by the same day Big U's getting picked up. They're raiding his house and 600's rolling up. And you tipped Big U off. Wouldn't that be obstruction of justice? They got fucking proof of it, bro. They got proof of it. Hold on, that's fucking proof. 600 driving by filming. Wack 100 giving him a fucking call, telling his people, hey, the feds are on him. That's obstruction of federal justice.
You know what obstruction of justice is, though, right? Like obstruction of justice is
you don't
dancing instead of dancing.
What you're doing, you think you're doing. You the dummy, not me. But every time you say something,
see what he does.
Something. And I'm telling you,
see what Wack does.
Let's move on.
An artist, bro. Let's move on, you dummy.
I'm gonna start standing on some.
That's all I wanted to hear you say. To be like, yo, listen, let's talk about something else. Cool. That's perfectly fine.
But you ain't stupid. You know what you're doing for you do it.
No. I'm asking, and if you were like, yo, we're not talking about that.
Okay, well, I'm asking.
So that was your way of saying let's move on. Because I'm down to talk about anything.
You can play dumb. I can play dumb. We could be too dumb.
All right, 1-0. It's down. It's just 1-0. That's what Wack takes that round right there. The reason he takes that round is because academics does not know what he's talking about.
I like you, bro. I do. But I think you're giving a little favoritism to Wack here because academics held that whole conversation, and I understand everything academics was trying to do there. I understood everything that Ack was trying to do and everything that Wack wasn't trying to do. I got it all clear as day, bro. God loves you too, man. Don't glaze him. Come on with the glazing, Seti. I like you, bro. I really, 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 really do, bro. You're a good dude. But like, Wack didn't win. Ack didn't win 1-0, bro. That was a sweep. That was like a 7-0 sweep, man. Because we all understood what Ack was trying to do. And then we all seen what Wack wasn't trying to do. There's something up with Wack 100, bro. There is something up with that dude, bro.
At all. When the obstruction happens, a crime has to be committed. There's that. I know because I almost got hit with obstruction of justice just by saying something.
The crime was already committed because he's under a RICO violation. They're coming to pick him up. You don't get to say, okay, you haven't come got him yet. I'm going to tell him. That's still obstruction of justice. If you have no knowledge that they're coming to get him, and you apparently you did because you talked to the family, this is proof. What are we talking about even? What are we even talking about here? Wack has been on here saying he had no knowledge of the chick saying that Big U was going to go to jail in a month. We got no knowledge that Wack 100 told somebody that Big U knows, hey, the feds are going to come get you. So that tips him off. This is obstruction of justice, bro. That's like you going, oh, you got a warrant? Come on, live with me. Oh, they're here to get you? Nah, he ain't here. Same shit.
From somebody being on the stand.
There already is a crime, bro. There already is a crime. And you're wrong, Seti. It doesn't matter about someone being on a stand. Because the chickie in what's her name? Candy? She's got obstruction of justice because she failed to cooperate with the police. So that is a crime. Getting in the way of police activities is obstruction of justice. And it probably gets a little different federally. I've never done federal time. I didn't study federal law.
One thing that Wack don't understand,
but shout out to
in the debates with these cats as far as online goes, he's so busy trying to prove his point that he'll overtalk you. It looks good in the beginning, but as the end starts to go, people start to want you to say, bro, let him go ahead and get his spiel. If he get his spiel, then you can go ahead and knock it all the way out. With the Jay Prince stuff, bro, this happens all the time. This is why when a street dude is talking to a cat like academics, you need an intermediary. You need somebody who can convert it from the street language to the non-street dude who's trying to understand street code, and the street dude with the street code trying to basically understand it from that. What academics is saying is this: he thought that anything you say that the police may have told you or the feds may have told you, if it's an active investigation, that you can't say nothing to nobody else. That's not true.
You can't. That isn't true. That's not true.
Knew what they was doing by putting.
That's not true. But if you definitely know, then that's what it is. If they can say, okay, well, now we know he knew. There ain't no if he knows or he might have known. We now know he knew because the lady told him. The mother of Deshaun Jackson told him. Wack was very disrespectful towards Ack. I would have to fight him when I seen him. Well, Ack's not a fighter. That's what it is. Wack is a bully. He's a bully.
Jumper and all those clips and all that stuff into the paperwork. They're trying to cripple No Jumper and get No Jumper kicked up out of their spot. It wouldn't surprise me if there's already a video out about this. Like, bruh, it's too many neighbors around there. The feds will mess around and come through and make life hell. The police will come through and make your life hell. To
get
the
the
other businesses will say, hey, he has
get your ass out of there.
They will complain to the person who owns the lease on your property. And then basically there's always a clause to get you knocked out of there.
Yep. He's not lying.
Adam did, which was the worst thing ever, is to say, I get street dudes paid. Because what the police have said, you get street dudes paid, they take that money, they fund it to their gangs, and their gangs go and get drugs and guns. You're actively funding a quote-unquote war, while Adam is thinking, man, I don't want to look like no culture vulture, so I might as well pay people from the culture. None of you cats can say that because a lot of you cats ain't in these streets. Y'all may be black, but you're not in these streets. You're not with the people. Y'all sit here from a distance with a camera and have it set up. And this ain't a shot at nobody, but I can see the argument.
Happy Easter to everybody in the chat.
The thing
man.
is this, and the
To
biggest
you and your
thing
loved
is
ones.
always going to be this. Once you get involved with gangs, everything is selective politics, and you don't understand nothing until you had to understand it. Academics doesn't understand what's street and what's not. People politic on paperwork all day. People speculate on paperwork all day. I'm the only person that stood up there online and said Big Meech ain't a snitch, and you can't find a lawyer who would agree. But some people will sit up here and take the street dudes who ain't passed a lick of a bar, don't understand law at all. They only understand what they got hit with, and they theorize, right? That's the difference. It's when it's street and when it's civilian, and we're all trying to get right here on YouTube. Wack is wrong on these fronts right here, and I don't think anybody can disagree. Wack.
Shout out to the 74 in the building,
you try to bully him. You went off on him. You start
Please
cussing
hit that
him
like
out.
button for
If
me.
academics decides
Share
to
if you
cut
will.
ties with Wack,
Helps
he
me in
can
the
find
algorithm.
another Wack. Wack can't find another academics. And I know there's gonna be some people, no, bro, you have this and you have that, and you have this and you have that, which means Wack has to once again create another relationship with somebody else and try to bring them in the forefront. Academics army versus Wack's army. This man has legions of people while Wack just got his army. Wack can't go out like no punk, like no buster, and basically say, bro, you just said all that. I need to, play with your top right now. I need to get inside your head. I need to play with your narrative real quick because what you're trying to say ain't real, ain't true. And as right as Wack can be, there's always a way to do it. Academics ain't wrong because some of the stuff that people do does muddy the lines.
It does.
So at the end, I'm
does
gonna give
muddy the
Academics
line.
1-0 in this because the beginning points, that's where he had him at, and he should have stuck with it. But does that mean that Wack is the police? I doubt it highly. Does that mean that Wack is wrong for telling people, hey, bruh, you need to go ahead and do this and do that? No, because all Wack would have had to say to Academics, and this would have gave him the game-winning point, is say, man, listen, I don't want to see that dude get in no trouble because one thing I'm not trying to do is have my name in nobody's paperwork for something stupid that they doing on their side. I let him know that.
How does he keep getting away with it then? How's his name ain't in no paperwork? But yet all of this surrounds Wack 100. Wack 100 outside of the fucking no jumper building when this dude's getting stomped the fuck out and getting a fucking pistol to his dome. Then he shows back up with the fake Michael Kors watch to say, ha ha, that's not robbery? Why isn't Wack's name in no paperwork, bro? Why? That's what this channel's about right here. That's what this is going to be about right here. Your voices matter. Why ain't Wack? Ain't got no drama. He gets to go home and rest at night while everybody else out here sweating. But everything's surrounded by you. Everything. You're like the middle centerpiece of it all.
Feds is looking at him from him opening his mouth on me and forcing me to respond to him. Now we know that the feds is looking at both of us. I might as well tell you, that's how you stay out of the stand. That's how you stay out of people's paperwork. And that's how you stop from spending and sending your own money. Because what could have happened is, had Wack never said that crap, Jay Prince might have been stupid enough to do some of the stupid stuff that he does online. Y'all remember him holding on the NBA YoungBoy's key? He was, hey, young boy, we got your key. You can come on and get it. It's only going to cost you about $10,000. I'm really talking about extortion right here on this camera. And I'm telling you that we know where your house is. We know where you stay at. And I had your Maybach key. Only $10,000. That's extortion. Now, what you want to do, NBA young boy? You in Houston. That was the dumbest shit I had ever seen.
Very dumb.
I hear y'all talk about how stupid Big U may have been, how stupid Wack may have been, how stupid Loose Cannon may have been, how stupid Brick Baby may have been, but y'all never called that one out. Y'all think Jay Prince is the boogeyman. Well, the boogeyman had to hide from the feds in his own book and a freaking closet in his home with his son. That's no knock against him, but hey, we all selected politic, and on this one right here, bruh, I got to give Academics the one.
I definitely give Academics the 7-0 sweep on that one, y'all. We covered this yesterday, and I don't want to grandstand on the same content over and over and over again because we did. We covered this yesterday. That's a fact. We were on this shit. Wack's a fucking bully, bro. Wack is a bully, 100%. Hold on, y'all.
Lay something off real quick, and I'm gonna be fair.
We got some more to go through. Hold on. Never believe what Wack says. I don't believe the J Prince Fed phone calls real. I don't believe any of that shit's real. Do I believe Wack's working? Yeah, I do. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Nothing else. Do you guys believe Wack's working? It's only your opinion. Like they say, hey, this video is made for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken literally. Don't take this literally. Take it for face value, though. What's up, James? Happy Easter. Happy Easter to all my peeps in the chat. Happy 420 to all the Blazers. I hope y'all have a good day with your families. This is a day for your family. I lost my mother shortly after Easter last year, so this one's a little tough for me. But I'm going to get through it because she would want me to get through it. Her birthday is 4 days away from now. And then she passed away about 2.5 weeks later. But she wouldn't want me upset. She wouldn't want me upset at all. So I'm just going to live on for her. Shout out to that shit. Happy Easter, mama. I know y'all are. Yeah, it's been almost a year now. Really close to a year. I've been thinking about it a lot.
You are now in
Shout out to Spider Loke, man.
with Spider Loke, most Eastie, aka
Shout out to the Loke.
BJ Keyway.
This is some nasty work right here, y'all. This is some nasty work right here. Come the fuck on, man.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke.
The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. Those are the 7 C's. And as the waves whip, fed, deal, exposed, and leaked audio.
Here we go.
He's in trouble.
Here we go.
Yeah, I've listened to 2 minutes and 31 seconds and I uploaded it. So basically, we're going to watch it together for the first time. The first 2 minutes was interesting, so I loaded it up. I really don't know where they're going with it. This comes from Culture Covered YouTube channel. Go over there, follow for more content. Yeah, they're a pretty big channel, man. So
there you have it.
Let's see what Birdman and Ho No 100 have been up to. Oh, my mama.
And I want you to stop playing with Savage.
Oh,
and my little brother something.
Is that a demand or a request? Which one is that stuff?
It's both.
Oh, Birdman, out of every
Oh, no.
nigga, it's a demand and a request. Do what I say, do. Before I kiss you on the mouth like I kiss Wayne and them all day. Body. Birdman got on my ass like on me. He told me.
Get on these celebrities' heads, bro. These motherfuckers get too big of heads, bro. These celebrities get way too big of heads and think they're just all this in a bag of chips. And they fucking ain't, man.
Brother, I ain't never going against you. You know that. We done been in the trenches together.
Oh, no.
Now, how does he fall in this deep, passionate love with grown men that he met when they were fully grown, like in their mid-30s? He's so many of them. You my brother, I love you. And what
That's
trenches?
a fact. Wack
We
100. Wack 100 likes to call all these people, that's my brother. That's my brother. Oh yeah, take Offset, that's my brother. Birdman, that's my brother. You know what it is? He just likes to use people's names to get close to other people. And then he'll get close to those people and use their names to get close to other people. He does this shit with Kanye all the time. That's my brother. That's my brother. No, the fuck they're not. How come we don't ever see you with them? How come these motherfuckers won't even come on a podcast with you? They won't even get on a clubhouse with you.
Well, definitely.
That's not your brother.
In your neighborhood, you was nowhere around. You didn't even know him back then. And how did y'all fall in love?
Yeah.
Because y'all did some business. There is no expert in any field that cannot correctly pronunciate the word that they are expert in. If you ask a scientist if he's a scientist, he won't say, Yeah, I'm a scientist. Yeah, it's a doctor. If he's a doctor, he won't say, yeah, I'm a doctor. But you're gonna ask an expert businessman.
I'm an
if he's a
astronaut. Yeah,
businessman, he gonna say,
flying space.
I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman. Rest in peace, Big Payback.
You know what
Also
I was
from
thinking
San
the other night,
Valley.
too? Well, it was today, actually. I was at work just thinking, where the fuck does Wack, what business does he have? Like, and who's he managing? I mean, like, he's got so much fucking time to be all over Clubhouse, all over YouTube, all up on No Jumper. Your artist must be fucking starving right now, bro. The game needs a hit record bad when you ain't doing nothing but out here running fucking FBI plays on people. That's what you're doing. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, he's got the nephew name in his
And
mouth
just
a
like
lot.
shots at the boys from the viral way, my nears. I asked them about their
Your
educational
nephew?
background because
That's it.
how
That him
articulate
calling
they
you
are.
nephew is just trying to little bro you. He's just little broing you, kind of putting you in your spot underneath him. I watch what he does. I've been watching Wack 100 for a long time now. Ever since COVID, I've been on his ass. What's up, dog? Ever since COVID, I've been on Wack's ass. Because at first I was like, I'm jacking it. I'm on it. He's out in snitches. I'm on it. Nope. COVID come around? Nah. I'm on your ass, bro. Something about you ain't right. And I don't want to put jackets on people. I don't want to say, yeah, he's working for the feds. I think you are. And that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
My question in the chat was, hey, y'all did some college? They was like, yeah, some go to Penn State. We went to State Penn. But then they went on to say how in Long Beach, they have a more diverse culture and dialect, lingo, vocabulary is elevated. And it's not as ghetto as some of the other environments and urban areas that some other people grew up with. Then I shared how I went to school in Torrance and Glendale, which are non-black areas. And I had a similar experience.
But lingo is taught, y'all. The ghetto hood lingo is still taught. It's still being taught that way. You can teach someone how to speak proper English. Don't get me wrong. Don't play up here. Like, you can still teach someone how to speak proper English. Where are you running from, kitty?
Totally
it's hood lingo.
Hold on, honey grew up in the San Fernando Valley. If you listen to Payback's lyrics, he talks proper. He got a lyric. He say, he said, I'm from San Fernando, so my words is proper. It's just known. But hold on, honey, it's so ashamed of being where he from. He tries hard to talk like he ignorant and can't quite Bennett. No, he put the S on it. My Bennett. Let's get on with the video. He is submissive to Birdman. A Damu that started being a Damu in like 2000 and after wearing blue bandanas and chunking up seeds. Can't make this shit up.
But God damn it, this is the way I feel.
What did he say?
No, he just told me. He said who you are and what you stand for and what you represent is greater and bigger than that.
I had one situation where I mentioned my homeboy's name to the police. People don't report that you snitching for something that happened to you. We just report.
You hear that right there? Wack 100 tells us how he avoided prison time by mentioning his homeboy's name to the police. Yeah, I'm homeboys with Birdman.
Reported to have something to
That's like ratting,
I
bro.
don't give a damn.
So this Wack 100 situation just keeps getting crazier. For years, people have been whispering that Wack might be more than just a loudmouth and a clubhouse troll, and that he might actually be working with the feds. And now with all the new leaked audio circulating online and the whole Big U Rico drama, those rumors are starting to sound way too real. Wack allegedly admitted he helped with federal cases, warning people ahead of time and dropping names like he's sitting in on the investigations himself. And this comes right after that video surfaced of Wack admitting he texted Big U's wife to warn her the feds were coming for him. But it's not just that. Let's not forget how Wack was one of the...
He said he didn't warn nobody. That's not obstruction of justice. That's not obstruction of justice, though, right? when the feds know that you have the proper evidence to tell her that.
First, to publicly call Birdman's artist BG a snitch right after BG was released from a 14-year bid.
Yup.
But Wack never showed real paperwork to prove BG talked. So now fans are wondering if Wack calling other people snitches is just a distraction tactic, because if anyone's been moving like an informant, it's him. And let's not forget Suge Knight. He reportedly warned Birdman about Wack years ago, saying he was moving funny and couldn't be trusted. And then there's all the Clubhouse combos where Wack aired out sealed case info and dropped names in active investigation. And yet he somehow avoided.
Hit the like button. Become a member on this motherfucker. We're doing a giveaway here in a couple days. $50 going to one lucky member. That goes up each month because we go up each month, right?
Any legal blowback himself. So now people are asking, is Wack just messy, or has he been planted in the culture to take folks down from the inside? Let's break this down.
I knew what they was getting at, and in order to avoid them snatching him and asking him, why are your prints on this vehicle? I left it at that.
So people have been saying for a minute now that Wack 100 might be a snitch and low-key working with the feds. It's been one of those background rumors in hip-hop that never fully goes away. But now it's heating up again because Big U just got arrested, and a video popped up where Wack admits he texted Big U's wife, warning her that the feds were coming for him. Back in March, Wack talked on the phone to one of the streamers on the No Jumper News podcast, and they read the text that Wack sent to Big U's wife, Stacy, where he told her Big U needs to fall back because the feds were closing in on him.
Yo,
he is no longer who that.
Yo, what up, bro?
Yo, what up? We live on No Jumper News.
Shit, what's the word?
Man, we just reading this court document that just
we're breaking it down on the Hunter side too. You know,
Oh yeah, they're breaking it down on the Hunter side too, right? Yeah, we're over here doing it too, guys. We're over here doing it too. You see the spin he gives? Before anybody can ever get the fucking question off or what they want to talk to Wack about. I was about to say to back. Shout out to Deuce. I've been watching this shit. Look, every time he spins you, right before you can even get the question off.
Going on, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like the popularity vote counts. Everybody gonna see that this man was working for 3-4 different agencies.
What's that got to do with anything, bro?
But he thought it was hot through the people he was working with. He had
I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, AC. Damn, bro. I was thinking this too, and I wasn't even gonna say it because it probably would have slipped my fucking brain. But AC says Wack's days are numbered. When the feds get tired of his antics and they see that they can't use him anymore, the feds will feed him to the wolves. Salute to the chat and happy Easter to all. That's what I was thinking too. When they just get done using him up for what he's done. Because the feds can also see that we as people on YouTube, in the streets, in society are starting to notice Wack now. So they're going to have to ease him out somehow or make him fuck off and get even bigger and bigger, people. That's what I'm thinking. You might start going big now. And what big? I mean, he got Big U.
Other agencies was on it.
He didn't get Big U, but
after you got the
my
message,
opinion,
you hit up Big U's wife. You said, "Sis, 911. 1 sec, let me get solo." And you kind of
shout out to Rinsky, man.
What I know.
Shout out to Rinsky for lighting the motherfucking super chat up again, baby. With the yellow Australian money, baby. Thank you, Ren. I appreciate you.
Right now, 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 right now.
So anybody that want to say F these people, you could pull up to the Cash App and donate some money, fam. They just want me to go broke, so I got to be a slave to my parent.
You fuck it. Say F them. Say F
you said 1 sec.
Hit the
Let me
Cash
get
App
solo.
or PayPal and super chat, baby. Say fuck them.
In caps, all caps. He needs to leave.
Happy Easter, begging salute.
Yeah,
good to see you, bro.
What the 600 saying is 4 rolling 60 telling on him.
All right, so what?
This Peru always got his nose poked in the middle of some keyway business. He never in no Damu business. He always in some Crip business. Peru, McElroy.
Let me ask you
Oh, so that's what the 4 bad means.
this. Let me ask you this, Wack.
See how it gets lippy? Every single time, Wack, lippy.
Don't
You
say
little
nothing.
mother.
Don't tell nobody nothing. Don't say nothing.
You
So which
little
one
mother.
you want? If he wouldn't have said nothing and y'all found out you knew, you would say what? Why you
Happy
didn't say nothing?
420 to the
As you
chat,
can
baby.
imagine, the
It's Easter
internet
too,
had
man.
a lot to say
Kiss your
about this.
family, man,
Before
because
you
that's
knew
what
it,
really
Wack's
matters.
posts on
As we
social
go
media
over
were
all
flooded
this
with rat
and we
emojis.
talk about all this, remember what really matters in your life. You matter, yourself, the family around you, the people that love you, and the people you love. Those are the only people that should matter. Don't let none of this, don't get wrapped up in none of this shit, bro. The criminal life is not the way to go. Just stay loving your family and do right by the fucking way you do right. You know what's the difference between right and wrong. The right way is the long way, but the long way will get you there.
And fans were saying that Wack was practically using the oldest FBI agent trick in the book. Build the case, then act like you warned your marks that the feds are coming. Fans are now also looking back at old receipts and saying the
Build your case and then tell your marks when the feds are coming so they don't think it's you. It couldn't have been him. He's the one that told us they were coming. He gave us a warning.
signs were there the whole time that Wack 100 might really be working with the feds. People are pointing out how Wack always seemed to have inside info, like how he knew the feds were coming for Big U and even texted his wife about it. There's also talk about how Wack brought Loose Cannon on No Jumper back when
Yes, he
nobody
did.
even knew who Loose was, and then he basically got him to snitch on Big U and his alleged involvement in Nipsey Hussle's murder. And if you watched this whole episode, you could totally see how Wack was pulling strings and orchestrating this whole conversation to get
He
Loose to
was
spill the tea.
too.
And y'all, please watch Wack give
Because who the fuck knew who Loose Cannon was? Wasn't nobody watching that. Wasn't nobody watching Loose Cannon's little stupid reality shows. I promise they weren't. Wack 100 brung him up there, bro. Look at him.
been the worst acting performance and acting all shocked while Luce was talking about Big U and Nipsey.
I know he ain't no boo, but man, listen.
No, so
yeah, you got to elaborate on this.
I got to, because at the end of the day, it's like dealing with, like, you know, when you're in hood politics and stuff like that, and
Hold no honey, swear up and down, he wasn't coaching, motivating, elaborating, suggesting that elaboration take place. He acted like this was all loose lips, coochie lips, cannon, not knowing him doing his campaign, denying plausibility. The feds is watching. They know better. They see what part you played, the intricate part you played, McElroy.
well, let me go
Loose
back.
Cannon's
where it
got all the
first started,
trolls
right?
he can get right now.
So I end up whooping Molly Marl, right? Put it on camera.
He's getting all the trolling he can get.
Guy named Big U. It's cool. They used to be brothers, right?
Then you talk about Big U and Molly Marl.
No, Big U, Molly Marl, and you.
Yes.
Molly Marl, who you're friends with.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Big U, he got his name for dealing with, like,
Look at all these brothers he makes as an adult grown man, a rich man, giving all these bromances.
Brother,
now, mind you, this
you're
is
my
how clean
brother.
and square this goofball is. Him and Big U, according to him, running around like Ace Coon Boones. He used to go on the radio and say, yeah, he got the Crips out here, I got the blood side, which was total bullshit. But anyway, he used to act like they was, he said Big U was the bigger Crip than Tookie and Raymond Washington, right? And then, damn. Hey,
He was. He was.
Put it on camera.
Then, this is according to Ho No Hundred himself. Him and Big U doing their thing. He said he done sold them burners to go to war against the other keyways. He said he didn't see more than just 50,000 finessed out of artists. He said, I just seen a quota, 100,000. He didn't did it all, right?
And he's telling.
But one day he see Loose Lips, or he see Molly Marl, and Loose Lips that fucked over Molly Marl. A person Big U introduced him to. Look, who's the real snake? We out here doing what we do. You say you had it locked down from DC, every state. Y'all had this enforcement. But here come this dude that be p-nipping and p-nandering and doing whatever. And he got beats. Hold on, is such a big groupie. He saw, according to him, Luce go bad on Marley Marl. And because Big U was with it, he got upset and switch sides.
Yeah.
What you doing him like that for? This is my brother. How's that your brother? Your brother is dead in Oklahoma. Shout out Leroy Smith. Oh, my mama.
Guy named Big U. It's cool. They used to be brothers, right?
Then you talk about Big U and Marley Marl.
No, Big U
and
Marley
you.
Marl and you.
Yes.
Marley Marl, who you're friends with.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Right. Big U.
That's my
he
brother.
Got his name for dealing with
that's
like
my
me.
brother.
So it's
That's
not like
nephew.
he actually doing work or putting in work himself or whatever. He just do it and then put his name on. Same thing like what Marley Marl do. We were doing a TV show like a while back, right?
Listen to him. Peep.
And I'm on a phone. He FaceTime me. So he FaceTime me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got. I'm like, 6 I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone, and I was like, I love you.
Sharice, shut up, please. You weren't there. Hush.
Did you tell him the call you just got, or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it.
So nobody even thought to call the question, him calling Nipsey tomorrow. Hey, I love you, cuz. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Out of here.
No conversation. You just called to say, what up, cuz? Bye. No checking to see. You didn't even say, hey, you alive? You alive? Because Big U just called and said that somebody killed you, bro. You said, no, just hi, bye.
Such a
Stupid ass
story
story.
to start with.
Stupid ass story.
And that's what.
And then they
because my cousin
fake seat
is
so they didn't have
baby mama.
story
You know
out
what I'm
that they
saying?
didn't
So
have.
It was like
Y'all
I could have probably stopped
foul,
it,
bro.
or it had it.
Stop what? You talking about?
No, because listen.
Yeah.
So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later.
That's wrong information?
All my real partners out there, how many times did your homie just call you out the blue and say, hey, I love you, cuz, all right, bye?
Or you
How
in,
realistic,
or how many
plausible,
homies done called you out the blue and said, hey, homeboy dead. And he ain't really dead.
Platform to platform. I'm talking about all y'all.
Let's
From
not
age
go
of
over that.
22.
How many times you ever had a homie call you and say, hey, homeboy's dead. They just got oh boy. Okay. And you call him and they don't got him and there ain't no conversation. I knew this was a lie from the jump, y'all. I knew when they had a date that they were going to come out with the paperwork and all that. And then I seen that Loose Cannon had a rollout for that date. I was like, that's playboy shit. You play babying, man. These is fuck boys. I'll never, ever, 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 ever disingenuize this platform. I will never cuck the content. Period. Period. Why do people want to come to a place where they know they're going to be fucking lied to and shit? Like Loose Cannon get on there every day and fucking lie. He's softer than this. He's softer than cottage cheese. He's softer than Wonder Bread. Peach pie after you sat on the couch on it. What the fuck? Sweetie. Lying every day to y'all to build a name.
Vlad,
what kind of name you
all
want?
y'all know this nigga's a
locale?
liar.
You want to be a locale?
And if anybody denies being able to point to
Sorry,
be,
y'all. This shit pisses me off. They're fucking leading our youth astray.
You have no integrity whatsoever. Or you way
I
more
just spoke on
slow-tarded
it.
than
No
we
integrity.
give you credit for. But it takes you. Everybody know this dude is a bona fide pathological fibber. Oh my mama.
the homies blowing me up like they just Nipsey. And so I'm like,
Wait.
Wait.
You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip.
Shout out to you, Freddie.
Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. You not talking on regular stuff. It's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
You only wait for you know who did
the
it.
Relationship was so. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip.
Oh, you didn't want to let that go.
He get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie shitty.
He
double back
dead brain like a motherfucker.
And
the homie, he don't even know key nuts.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you want? I mean, what audience do you want? If you coming up here and you constantly lying on people, you're gonna get a troll audience. That's a fact. Because people aren't gonna come to your platform to get facts or to hear facts or commentary about facts or to hear like-minded information. People are going to come there to laugh at you because you become a lol cow. You become a pathological fucking liar. That's what he was doing. You see his videos wearing wigs and shit, trying to look like Spider-Loke and shit. Little bit of the little acting's funny and shit because he kind of pulled it off, but it's disingenuous. Fuck, it's anything for clicks and views.
He just went into performance
it's
mode.
Just disingenuous, bro.
Online, on camera, performing.
Anybody that sits up and tries to get somebody to hate you
life was the Truman Show
because they don't like you or they want them to like you more or something. That's a hater, bro.
Fraud, fake,
a hater,
fool, phony.
You don't need help to hate.
Oh, mama.
First he shot him. Boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him. Boom. It wasn't good enough. And then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you.
And then on top of that, during another episode of No Jumper, Wack himself snitched on Big U and talked about Big U allegedly being involved in the unaliving of Crenshaw High football player Rayshawn Williams. And mind you, Wack said all this just 2 days before the feds.
And I don't know what clip they finna play, but if this is not included, remember this. Wack said, "Oh yeah, that call back. Yeah, Luce. They was on my call. This who knows this in February." He talking like it's a random, recollection, realization. And he said, yeah, they was on my phone October 14th and 15th. And he went back 5 months and named dates like this.
Yeah.
But then he went on to say, oh, yeah. They saying he did whoop, whoop. Did he kill the young man? No, he ain't do it. Do I know who did it? He said, yeah, I know who did it. But he still wants us to believe the feds have not came and asked him that question. But this alleged 187 is so important that they mentioning it. It's headlines, it's big thing, but
Wack 100 ain't getting talked to.
He knows who committed it, and he still wants us to believe the feds are not interested in what he has to say. Get the fuck out of here right now.
My opinion is the dude
600 has been posting, basically trying to implicate Big U of a high school football player, right?
Where has 600 implicated?
Well, when we went to his Instagram the other day, there was a clip of him talking about how this guy died and how his fingernails had Big U's
but see,
DNA
here go
under
the
it.
problem. Man, the mama been on TikTok, the daddy been on TikTok, the is on the fucking internet.
I haven't seen that.
The mother, the sister, I know because we ran it on Clubhouse.
So the mother
is
no, because we ran it on Clubhouse.
She thinks that there was foul play
Ain't
involving
no
Big
thing.
U.
She's saying this what it is. So it's on the fucking internet. Yes, they had to get a warrant to get his DNA. And then you got the sister saying after they got the DNA, they found his DNA under my brother's fingernails. And there's some serious that have not been said.
Police, homicide suspected after body found in desert near
You hear that?
Apex.
Is that not on the fucking internet?
Meanwhile, social media users also discovered paperwork allegedly showing the feds wiretapped multiple phones while building a case against Big U. And Wack 100's name came up a lot in those papers. And one conversation transcript from 2022 describes how Big U was telling someone about an incident in which Big U and Rollin' 60s gang members chased down Wack 100, attempting to hurt him. So with all these puzzle pieces coming together, fans are saying Wack's been moving funny for a while, but it just took this Big U case to really make people start paying attention. And what's wild is that Suge Knight apparently saw this coming way before anybody else did.
Don't speak on my mother.
Ooh.
So you saying you ain't got the money to bury your mother? He like I'm a little short. How short? He like I'm tapped out.
So Wack, we ain't gonna get into all that bullshit talking. You know, we ain't gonna get to no pissing contest. We already know the real on
my company, Fifth Amendment Entertainment, paid for his mother's funeral, which is me.
I could have
I'm
sold
trying to
one
find
car.
that
My
hat.
mother had money before she passed.
I'm trying to find that Indiana Pacers hat. I got the black and white one, but I don't got the one that says Indiana under the bill.
Away. And
That's a fire hat.
So when somebody said they want to help out and pay for a funeral and contribute, nobody don't ask them the next mother. If they volunteer, oh well, because a lot of them calling saying, what could they do?
Suge had been calling out Wack's alleged snake behavior for years, saying he wasn't to be trusted. And he even tried to warn Birdman, telling him straight up to watch his back when it came to Wack. And while Birdman used to be cool with Wack, tension started after Wack accused BG, one of Birdman's OG artists, of being a rat. In 2012, BG was sentenced to 14 years in federal prison on gun and witness tampering charges.
All in some New Orleans business. This ain't none of his business.
Yeah. Wack 100 ain't got nothing to do with none of this. And just up here calling BG a rat, Meech a rat.
Calling somebody a rat.
Calling everybody a fucking rat. He done call Baby a rat, little Baby a rat. Thug a rat,
Forward to September
Owner a
2023,
rat,
and
this
Big G
person a
was
rat.
released from prison.
Owner
And there
ain't
was a
rat on
wave of
nobody. He
support
took
from
a plea
fans
bargain.
and fellow rappers. And Birdman
The
was
same
one of
thing
the
Thug
first
did
big
now.
names to welcome him home, showing their
Now
still
everybody
cool.
out here looking stupid. Everybody out here calling young gun or Gunner a rat. Thug took the same plea. So now Thug's a rat? You tell me, y'all. Did Young Thug plea out to the same fucking shit that Gunner did? But somehow Gunner's the rat. Somehow Gunner is the rat. Because he took the deal first.
So BG be like, why you say why he's here?
He took the deal first.
Why you
Thug would have sat out 3 more weeks here to beat
But
the
that's when
case.
Wack decided to
I
stir
know
the pot.
Thug
He
feeling
publicly
stupid as
called
hell.
BG a rat based on some paperwork he claimed to have seen, where he alleged BG cooperated with the
I mean,
feds
it's the
during his
truth.
federal case.
He
Wack
took the
claimed that
same
BG gave
plea
statements
bargain
that helped him get a
that
lighter
Gunner
sentence,
took.
or that he provided info that affected someone else's case.
I feel like the paperwork
The numbers are going up and down. They in and out.
and before I let my brother dive in pool that got a concrete
See,
bottom.
he always does this stupid ass fucking metaphorical fucking. Before I let my brother dive into a pool that ain't got no, just with concrete bottom, no water, and it's only a foot deep too.
A foot down, I gotta put it on the table. I mean, you know, I woke up and they said, ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
What?
I read it. I said, okay, maybe I'm tripping. I sent it to Beast. Beast said, Wack, you ain't tripping. So I
You hear what he
called Stuff.
says? So I sent it to Beast. And Beast said, it's okay, Wack, you're not tripping, call him a rat. So I sent it to another person. And they said, yeah.
I said, Stunner, whoop de whoop. He said, Wack, what happened? I
They
said,
all
you see
lying,
the video
bro.
where he said, Indy? He said, no, I didn't. And I don't believe that exists. I said, okay. I got the phone. So Stunner been calling me like 17,000 times. I won't answer.
But the problem is,
All he do is sit up online talking about what he did and he said and he think. Never, it's not even he say, she say. It's just he say, she. It's just he say, he say.
It is.
He say he did. Just about
It
he,
is.
him. He's a pronoun pay rude poop butt. Punani.
Pronoun Pyru.
Oh,
That's
my
wild,
mama.
y'all. He is a pronoun
Wack never
Pyru.
showed any solid proof for his allegations about BG, and a lot of people in the streets and in hip-hop didn't buy it. Besides that, BG's cellmate has done interviews saying that BG stood on business, and he never saw him doing any sketchy stuff.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes from DC respect BG. Because a lot of times the reason that New Orleans and DC ran together.
Fire, bro.
I mean, people thought I was BG. They never seen him. I sit at the door and talk to him like I'm BG. He's sleeping in the bed. But they'll come and knock on the door. Hey, BG, they ain't never said, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? I'm not to sit there with him. He adjusted to his surroundings. And he cared like how he supposed to care. Never seen no zip shit. Never seen him with no other man. Never seen him around with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he own you where your paperwork at. Everybody ain't standing on that. Hey, them dudes.
And if that was the case, that's supposed to.
You hear that right there? That's BG cellmate. He ain't have to do that. He could be like Wack 100 up here. Oh, yeah, BG was a rat. I got paperwork. I seen his paperwork when he got out. He went out to wreck one day, and I got into his box, and I got his paperwork. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here.
Bird would have got around. Like somebody would do it.
It would definitely would have got around. You got status. You know what I'm saying? It's BG.
Most industry folks see BG as someone who did over a decade in prison without telling on anybody, and his name's always been respected for staying solid.
How the snitch you done 13 years, 14 years? Get the fuck out of here.
You can tell and do 14. That's what he says.
I am in no way suggesting that BG may have told, but the amount of time a man has done is not an indication of whether or not he stays solid.
That's true, because in the feds, you could still do 15 years and be a rat. That's true. It was a fed case. I mean, Spider Loke's right about it.
It's a lot of that told that did stretches.
Let's roll
part
up.
of the irony you're telling a lot of time is, man, nigga told and still got whoopty whoop. I've heard that phrase a gazillion times. Man, nigga, he told, went out backwards and still got stretched out. It happens quite often.
Yep.
Facts.
Feds will do it to you
But when
bad.
Wack 100 claimed BG as a rat, it rubbed a lot of folks the wrong way, including Birdman. In fact, Wack himself said that Birdman went off on him and lit him up for running his mouth about BG.
He biting the hand, huh? So I'm not answering Birdman's call. I answered yesterday and I lined him up. He tried to get me on no jumper. He tried to get me and I answered. I said, what's up? He said, I need to. I said, you're live on No Jumper. I swear to God, y'all gonna see when it come out.
He trying to giggle and laugh and talk about and explain that he's a groupie.
That's fucked
when
up.
He come to Birdman, I didn't want him to curse me out on
That's
that
fucked up.
He just happy to be able to tell someone he is
Yep.
in direct contact with a celebrity, with famous people.
That's what he does with Kanye's name all the time, yo. He does it with Kanye's name all the time.
Clout, and then be able to get around somebody else with some
Hit that
clout,
sub button,
and prove
baby.
to that person with clout that he's in contact with that person with clout, and then he connects his dots of clout.
Did not say
he's a cloward cornball.
Did not say that, but
You're
a little
live
different.
on No Jumper. I hate he couldn't talk to me
It's about
what he
people in
wanted to talk
power.
to me about. He had to go in the
Tried
bed.
to, like, what's that called?
He called me back
Backbiting?
after that all night.
He's a
Sound
backbiter.
like he was scared he was gonna
We know
like,
a Jack
give me
Frost
some of that old
backbite.
fat
He's a
butt
YouTube
hanging
backbiter.
back there. I miss you, boy. You know, blood. I ain't got to kiss you in your mouth in a long time. You didn't want to hear that, so you was like, "Hey, you live on No Jumper?" Okay.
No.
Birdman wasn't going for it. Birdman wasn't going for it.
If he didn't say, "Hey, you live on No Jumper," Birdman gonna say, "What my bussy doing? Bring that bussy here, blood." Oh, Baba.
Hey, God was working. I left my phone at No Jumper.
Listen to him giggling.
So I got my phone from No Jumper, saw 7 calls from Stunner. So what do? Go to Clubhouse, and I make the announcement.
Go to
Oh,
Clubhouse.
mama. Ain't no nan near calling no near 7 times on no missed calls unless they.
Yeah,
you
Wack
imagine
will
calling
call
another
7
man 7
times.
times back to back?
Yeah, right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, right.
The man cannot
Wack
get your
be
phone
putting
if y'all
too
had a
much sauce
report.
on it,
He
bro.
gonna get back to you as soon as he can. Who's you pressing about answering their phone? Unless you look at them like a bitch. That's only, I wouldn't even call a female phone 7 times in a row, but only people I know would dial a number is near calling this female or a female calling her. Why? If you kiss men on the mouth, though, I could see you calling a man 7 times in a row and he not answering. We have text messages, voicemails.
Oh boy!
If Hono Hunter is this big, powerful millionaire CEO, what would cause
I
an
don't believe
player
it.
to assume?
I believe he got a
ain't
little
got
bit
no
of bread.
business being too busy to answer my phone. That sounds like you've been dominated, manhandled, manipulated, and mauled.
BG is a rat. Wack, you better I thought it because he'll show up at my house next. You know where I live at?
Oh yeah, that's a sexual relationship.
Damn.
You talking too much, bro. He'll show up at your house.
Damn.
Yeah, he done conquered you. He
Son
done
of
snatched
fucking
all the
Wack.
manhood up out of you. He done Cassandra'd you, bambarded you, boy.
He done
bambarded
bambarded you.
up at your house unannounced, and you talking like it's cool because you a groupie, because it's Birdman. Kiss a man, Mr. Kiss a man in the mouth, Mr. Stand on the stage, say, yeah, we fucking nears too. Come on up here. Y'all been rocking with me all night long. Hold on, honey, man. If you don't knock it off.
Like I know where you live at.
Shit, y'all crazy.
Yeah, I get it. You can't just get in his
motherfucker.
house, but my name down there, so the security don't let me up.
I fuck with Nina too. Nina ain't scared of that motherfucker
Oh
either.
no, honey been popping up in the middle of the night with nothing but a trench coat on, nothing up under it.
Ooh.
And that Diddy baby oil.
Ooh.
Doorman, no.
Hey y'all, that Diddy. What do y'all think about that Diddy trial, man? That's gonna take a little bit longer, isn't it? I think Diddy is going to try to probably push this one out a couple months. Shout out to my homeboy in my Crip Mac voice. Shout out to my homeboy, Angel Crispin with the donation, baby. I appreciate you, G. Much love, man. AC in the building.
Right now, 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 right now.
That's deep. I wonder if Tony Braxton know about all this.
They called and tell him, yo, Wack 100 just came
Wack
in.
is the industry plant. That's a good way to put it too. I haven't put it in that point. Like the industry plant. They do that too, y'all. That's a good point. I said that too the other day. Everything Wack touches turns to shit. It just goes it goes bad all the way up. It's nice to have people in the chat that got a little bit of fucking brains on them, man.
And then he'll text me and say, I ain't coming home for a month.
Come on, y'all. Come on, bro. Do you not remember Young Thug calling Birdman Bay? Boo?
Yeah.
And then the other dude saying, yeah, I had to whoopty whoop to Young Thug. I think his name is King to get my deal. And this is how he's proud to announce he got this type of rapport with that type of man. And the whole world, not me, but everybody talking about how fat his posterior mushroom moon tooted up to the moon. With Birdman seeing them buns on that camera. He like, yeah, boy, bring me that
Shout out
bussy.
to
I miss
420,
my
baby.
bussy.
Salute everybody. Happy Easter to you. and your
That's
family.
cool. I'm enjoying the city.
What's up, man?
Oh no, he weird too. Yo, if R&B
What's
was
up,
in there,
man?
she'd tell you she heard me and that have a
What's
knockdown,
crack-a-lack?
drag out argument. She thought it was going to be over the phone.
They don't get it, bro. That typical big homie, little homie shit, bro. They don't get it, man. This shit don't happen that way.
Yo, you should have seen her sitting on the bed looking.
She looking at you like, damn, my man on Birdman.
Yep,
nuts.
I'm
That's
home for the
crazy.
night. I ain't
Like,
off work
you got
till
me-
next Thursday.
Be like,
That's up.
listen here. I'm
Oh,
trying to
well.
tell you what trying to tell you. Now, I don't give what you trying to tell me. What I'm saying is, and everything went for like 20 minutes.
But at this point, nobody's really taking Wack 100 snitching accusations seriously anymore. Because how are you going to
Nope.
call everyone else a rat when the streets have been whispering for years that you might be the one working with the feds? It's like every time Wack points fingers, people are quick to side-eye him now, especially now with all these receipts popping up about his alleged involvement in the federal case against Big U. Folks are now starting to feel like Wack just throws out snitch labels to distract from his own shady moves. And honestly, the more he talks, the more people start connecting
Is
the
he
dots.
just distracting people? Just call people snitches just to distract them a little bit from what he's already doing?
And they're not in his favor. And it's not just that one Big U situation. Wack's whole track record is full of red flags. First off, Wack always seemed to have inside information, stuff the average person, even in the industry, shouldn't be privy to. Whether it's sealed court documents, upcoming arrests, or who's allegedly working with law enforcement, Wack somehow knows.
How is he privy to all this information? Why is he the one that has that information? Why is he the source for that information? Man, it really isn't that hard. It really isn't that hard. Like Crip Max say, it's not rocket science, bro.
Knows everything before it hits the blogs. And allegedly, this goes back to the 2006 gun case when Wack 100 and his brother were caught in Texas with an arsenal of firearms during a random traffic stop. And even though both Wack and his brother were already convicted felons at the time, the feds, for some reason, dropped the case.
They let him out first.
There's D.
He
Hey, what
had
up?
$180, but he had a black card. He says that a white man picked him up, him and his brother, but if the bail bonding was closed until a couple days later, how did you? And then he said the airport was 50 miles away. He was transferred to Beaumont, the federal facility, or some kind of home facility in Beaumont. He was in jail for not just a night or overnight to the next day. He says 6-7 days later, he was still in jail on a hold, and that the feds came all the way to where he was at to tell him, hey, look, we don't want to pick up the case.
Oh, sure. Why would
What's
they do that?
interesting is that shortly after
They
the
would just-
situation,
they would
Wack
just not
moved to
pick up
LA
the
and
case.
started working with Death Row Records. And just 2 years later, in 2008, Suge was named in a gang injunction and officially identified as a member of the Mob Piru street gang. This was a huge crackdown, and the officials identified over 200 people as members of Mob Piru alongside Suge.
Preach,
And yet,
y'all.
once again, Wack's
Preach.
name was left out. That same year, Wack also allegedly snitched to the feds on the former mainstream Mafia Crips leader, Liddell Del Dog Rose. Del Dog was accused of kidnapping, robbing, and torturing Robert Ross, Shaquille O'Neal's former business partner, who reportedly threatened to leak a private tape of Shaq cheating on his wife with several women.
It's crazy. I remember I used to be moving around.
Man, look how big fucking Shaq is, bro. Good comment, man. What's up, baby? I think he wears more than a wire, honestly, Bailey. I think he wears more than a wire. Here.
Now,
I think he
Miami,
wears
all
more than
type
a
of
wire.
places. I bump in the shack.
I think he's wearing a wire. I think his phones are tapped. I think his
Stutterbox.
they're watching on here.
Like her
in this space.
size proportion to
They're
Shaq.
watching everything.
I used to be a cold sight.
Stay out.
They bobbed
Keep your
around
nose
the
clean,
event,
ladies and gentlemen.
And the near, you know, it's usually the proportions is opposite. Like the security would be Shaq size, and the person would be the lady size. But when you used to see Shaq with Stutterbox, on my mom used to be the opposite because Stutterbox looked like that, And Shaq looked like that, but Stutterbox is the muscle. Oh, my mama. That's way back, though. Like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Oh, my mama.
What's that?
Ross later sued Shaq and claimed he ordered his kidnapping. And yet again, Wack 100's real name was left out of all the paperwork. The transcribed wiretap only identifies the caller as confidential source number 2 back, or the Wack boy. But Mark Stevens later confirmed that Wack was indeed the caller who informed on Del Dog. So it seems Wack is always around the people who get caught.
Damn, Reggie done got back. Because Reggie had got slim during COVID, but that's the Reggie I met back in back with that. That's a gang of jelly belly. Oh, my mama. I'm glad you're doing back healthy, Reggie. Was that before COVID? God damn. Yeah.
But somehow he never gets caught himself, even while self-snitching or threatening people. And when you stack it all up, his access to sensitive info, his constant public oversharing, his connections to multiple messy legal situations, it's not hard to see why people think Wack might be playing both sides. But let me know how you feel about these allegations that Wack is a federal informant. And if Suge really warned Birdman about Wack, do you think he knew something the rest of us didn't? Let me know what you think in the comments, and stick around for this next video.
That was fire. That was fire video. That was fire. I like a lot of these people said, man, before I end this, like a lot of people said throughout this whole live stream, watch what you're doing with Wack, bro. Like I was watching Nina Boy a few days ago. It was about a week and a half ago or so. And shout out to Nina Boy. He said that Wack said he would talk to Nina, and Nina turned it down. I would turn it down in a heartbeat, bro. I wouldn't want to talk to Wack about nothing. I don't care if it would make. That's very true. It's very true, Andre. I wouldn't care if it made my platform boost up to 1 million subs. I don't got nothing I want to talk to Wack about. Because every podcast he's ever been on that's smaller than him, he's used and abused. He uses Bullets Gotti up every fucking day that he can. Go, Wack. Come on. Hey, Wack. Yeah, that's right, Wack. Yeah, Wack. Yeah, Wack. Bullets is a Wack glazer. Yeah, Wack's always deflecting, man. Always deflecting. I know. I'm trying to get better. All right, y'all. I love y'all, man. Happy Easter. Salute to you and your family. Today is Easter. Hold them, love them. Tell them that you love them. Everybody have a beautiful day. Happy 420. Smoke the fuck out. And tell everybody, fuck them. Haters, fuck them. See y'all tomorrow.
God gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out busting at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches glitching. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. Recent shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. Mala bro, he makes you vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bus, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Then she trying to set the pick. Other hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch an op so I can tell.